I'm sure you've heard the news. Beavers build dams. But did you know they're actually ecosystem superheroes? Let's dive in. Beavers don't just build dams for fun, they're reshaping entire landscapes. By blocking streams, they create wetlands that slow floods, store water for dry spells, and even filter out pollution. Their ponds become safe havens for frogs, ducks, fish, and dozens of other species, boosting local biodiversity by up to 30%. Beavers even help fight climate change by trapping carbon in their wetlands. So next time you spot a beaver lodge, remember, you're witnessing one of nature's finest architects at work, protecting the planet one dam at a time.
I bet you've never really listened to a cricket song. But these little guys, they're nature's unsung heroes. Crickets aren't just chirping for fun, they're calling for love. Male crickets rub their wings to attract mates, and the speed of their song can even tell you the temperature. But here's the kicker. Crickets act as natural recyclers, breaking down plant matter and enriching soil. Plus, they're a crucial snack for birds, frogs, and spiders. And get this, scientists are even looking to crickets for sustainable protein. Next time you hear that nighttime symphony, remember, crickets keep nature's beat alive. I bet you didn't know cockroaches are the cleanup crew of the wild. Forget the ick factor. These bugs are vital to nature's balance. Let's set the record straight. Cockroaches have been around for over 300 million years, surviving everything from mass extinctions to your shoe. Why? Because they're the ultimate recyclers, breaking down dead plants and waste, turning mess into nutrient-rich soil. Their guts even host special microbes that help clean up toxic stuff. Scientists are studying these for pollution control to medicine. And get this, roaches feed bats, birds, reptiles, and so many other animals. Without them, entire food chains could collapse. Plus, only about 30 out of 4,500 species bug humans. Most live in forests, quietly keeping nature in balance. So, next time you spot a cockroach, remember, they're not just survivors, they're unsung heroes making the world a cleaner, greener place.
What I wish I knew at 25 instead of 35, composting is the ultimate eco-hack for your home. Let's break it down in 60 seconds. Here's the deal. Composting takes your fruit peels, coffee grounds, eggshells, plus yard clippings, and transforms them into rich, healthy soil. Why bother? Because compost feeds your plants, holds in moisture, and ditches the need for chemical fertilizers. Plus, it keeps food waste out of landfills, slashing methane emissions. So what can you toss in? Think veggies, coffee, tea bags, leaves, and branches. Skip the meat, dairy, and oil. They're trouble in small home systems. Your setup can be as simple as a bin, a backyard pile, a tumbling composter, or even a worm bin indoors. Just remember, balance greens like food scraps with browns like dry leaves for best results. Stick with it, and in a few months you'll have black gold for your garden and a happier planet. Start small, compost smart, and let nature work its magic.
Stop thinking leaves just disappear. Nature's got a plan. Don't bag them up. Let earthworms and fungi do the heavy lifting instead. Earthworms and fungi are the unsung heroes of the forest. When leaves fall, earthworms drag them underground, munching and mixing them with soil. Meanwhile, fungi, those thread-like networks called mycelium, break leaves down even further, releasing nutrients locked inside. Together, they transform dead leaves into rich, dark soil, the foundation for new plant life. This process is called decomposition, and it's nature's ultimate recycling program. Nutrient cycling keeps forests healthy, fuels plant growth, and even helps fight climate change by storing carbon in the soil. So next time you spot a pile of fallen leaves, remember, beneath your feet, a microscopic world is hard at work, turning yesterday's debris into tomorrow's forest. Pretty cool, right?
Ever wonder why flowers are everywhere? They're not just for show, they're ecosystem MVPs. Flowers aren't just eye candy, they're the lifeblood of nature. Every petal is a stage for pollinators, bees, butterflies, birds, even bats. They grab nectar, spread pollen, and kickstart the food chain, making sure plants can grow fruits and seeds for all sorts of animals. Cross-pollination, it's like genetic supercharging, helping plants stay strong against disease and climate change. But flowers don't stop there. They boost soil health, help cycle carbon, and even cool down their surroundings. In cities, flowering plants clean our air, give birds and bugs a home, and make us happier just by being nearby. So next time you see a flower, remember, you're looking at a tiny hero keeping nature in balance. That's the power of petals.
You need to watch this if you think earthworms are just slimy garden guests. I'll never look at a backyard the same after learning what earthworms really do. Ready to dig into the secret world under your feet? Meet the earthworm, the ecosystem engineer hiding right beneath your sneakers. These little creatures work 24/7, burrowing through the dirt and munching on dead leaves. Sounds simple, right? But here's the magic. As they tunnel, earthworms pump air into the soil, making it easier for plants to grow. Their poop, yep, it's called castings, is packed with nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. That means healthier plants, more flowers, and better veggies, naturally. Earthworms help the soil hold water too, so gardens and farms need less watering. By doing all this, they cut down on the need for harsh chemical fertilizers. So next time you spot an earthworm, give it a high five, because without them, our ecosystems would be in serious trouble.
Though often misunderstood or feared, spiders are among the most important and efficient predators in terrestrial ecosystems. By naturally controlling populations of insects, including pests that damage crops and spread disease, spiders play a critical role in maintaining ecological balance. Their presence reduces the need for chemical pesticides, supporting healthier agriculture and biodiversity. Spiders are also an essential food source for many birds, reptiles, and small mammals, forming a vital link in the food web. Additionally, their webs contribute to the structure and function of microhabitats, capturing nutrients and sheltering smaller organisms. In every corner of forests, grasslands, farms, and even cities, spiders act as guardians of balance, silently weaving the threads that keep ecosystems functioning. I don't think people realize just how epic pigeons are. They weren't always city slickers. Their rise to urban fame is crazier than you think. Let's rewind. Pigeons weren't always part of city life. Humans domesticated them thousands of years ago. Egyptians used pigeons to deliver messages, and ancient Romans probably raced them for fun. Fast forward, as cities grew, pigeons adapted, thriving on scraps and sneaky nesting spots. But get this, pigeons actually helped shape urban culture. They inspired artists like Picasso, became racing legends, and even served as war heroes carrying secret notes. These birds aren't just rats with wings, they're city survivors, clever and resourceful. So, next time you see a flock strutting downtown, remember, pigeons aren't just a city nuisance, they're living, cooing icons of urban history. Who knew city life was for the birds?
Think city life's always had squirrels? Think again. Urban parks were once squirrel-free zones. In the 1800s, city parks were squirrel deserts. It wasn't until the late 19th century that humans started introducing squirrels to city spaces, mainly for entertainment and a touch of nature. People thought adding squirrels would make cities feel friendlier, and within decades, they multiplied and adapted fast. But squirrels didn't just settle in. They reshaped city ecosystems. They helped plant trees by forgetting buried nuts. But they also raid bird nests and spread seeds in unexpected places. Their antics inspired public affection, but also some headaches, from chewed wires to stolen snacks. So next time you spot a squirrel racing up a lamppost, remember, they're not just cute. They're urban pioneers, shaping the city just as much as we are. Who knew your local park's busiest residents had such a wild backstory?
Are you overlooking one of nature's hidden heroes? The walnut tree quietly supports entire ecosystems, often unnoticed. Let's give this powerhouse the spotlight it deserves. Meet the mighty walnut tree, nature's quiet powerhouse. While everyone's talking about oaks and pines, walnut trees are busy feeding squirrels and birds, stabilizing slopes, and literally improving the ground beneath your feet. Those rich protein-packed nuts, they're lifelines for wildlife during harsh seasons. Fallen walnut leaves decompose slowly, making the soil richer and helping new plants thrive. And with deep roots, walnuts keep hillsides from washing away during heavy rains. But here's the twist: these trees are so valuable, they've been over-harvested for their gorgeous wood. In places like Kyrgyzstan, wild walnut forests are now protected treasures, crucial for biodiversity and cultural heritage. So next time you spot a walnut tree, remember it's not just a source of shade or snacks. It's a living legacy sustaining life, enriching soil, and anchoring entire forests. Let's cherish the walnut, our ecosystem's unsung hero.
Wolves, villains of fairy tales, right? Wrong. These misunderstood predators are actually nature's ultimate superheroes. If you love wild places, you need to rethink what you know about wolves. They're not monsters. They're the guardians of the wilderness. Here's why that matters. Wolves aren't just fierce hunters. They're vital to keeping ecosystems healthy. By controlling populations of deer and elk, wolves prevent overgrazing, letting forests and grasslands come back to life. In Yellowstone, bringing wolves back sparked a trophic cascade, a chain reaction that boosted biodiversity, restored habitats, and even changed rivers. When wolves hunt, they leave leftovers that feed ravens, bears, even eagles, supporting a whole web of life. Their presence shapes where animals graze, protecting young trees and rare plants, and giving birds and insects a chance to thrive. And beyond their impact, wolves show us the power of teamwork and resilience. When we protect wolves, we protect the wild itself. So let's swap fear for respect and celebrate the wolf as nature's true guardian.
Why are there not more people talking about ants, the ultimate team players? Seriously, am I the only one blown away by their hidden superpowers? Let's dig into why ants deserve way more respect. Ants might be small, but their impact is gigantic. Deep underground, they build networks that aerate the soil, letting water and oxygen reach thirsty plant roots. Above ground, they move seeds and organic matter, sparking new growth and boosting biodiversity. Some plants even depend on ants to spread their seeds in a cool partnership called myrmecockery. But wait, there's more. Ants act as nature's pest control, hunting harmful insects and keeping the balance in check. Their scavenger skills help recycle nutrients by breaking down organic waste, cleaning up the environment as they go. And the wildest part? Ant colonies are like one giant superorganism with perfect teamwork and communication. So next time you spot an ant parade, remember the most powerful forces in nature aren't always the biggest, they're often the most organized.
You need to watch this if you've ever heard crickets chirping and thought, what's the point? Turns out, these little insects are the unsung heroes of the outdoors. Crickets don't just chirp for fun, their wings are like tiny violins filling fields with nighttime melodies. But here's what's wild: crickets help break down dead plants, turning them into rich soil. Talk about natural recycling. They're also a protein-packed snack for birds, frogs, even humans in some places. And get this, the number of chirps can actually tell you the temperature outside nature's own weather app. Plus, if you stop hearing crickets, it could mean something's wrong with the environment. Each chirp is a love song, unique to every species. So next time you hear that chorus in the grass, remember, it's the sound of life, balance, and harmony. Let nature's lullaby remind you even the smallest voices matter.
This is why you need ants, even if you don't love them. They're not just pests, they're essential workers for our planet. Let's uncover their secret superpowers. Ants are everywhere. Over 12,000 species, from rainforests to city parks. But what are they actually doing down there? First, ants are soil engineers. By digging tunnels, they aerate the ground, help water reach roots, and their waste acts as natural fertilizer, helping plants grow strong. Next, ants are seed movers. Some seeds have special snacks attached just for ants. When ants carry these seeds home, they accidentally replant forests and meadows. Nature's gardeners at work. But wait, there's more. Ants are fierce pest controllers, taking out bugs that harm crops, making them a farmer's secret ally. And as nature's cleanup crew, they break down dead insects and recycle nutrients back into the earth. Their teamwork is so impressive. Scientists study ant colonies for ideas in robotics and AI. So next time you spot an ant trail, remember, these tiny creatures are the silent guardians keeping our world in balance.